Specially designed for car drivers, Apple CarPlay is an extension of iPhone into the car entertainment system. It is designed and promoted by Apple Inc. and it becomes popular in the last 3 years. Almost all car factories want to incorporate this feature into their new models. Typically, CarPlay functionality is implemented through the in-vehicle console. So owners of older cars need to spend a lot of money and professional support to install a CarPlay. You can imagine a mechanic needing to disassemble the console and replace it with a new one to add CarPlay functionality. Orient Development Group came up with the idea to make it portable. We are happy that this idea has been patented in Taiwan, China, and Germany. US patent pending. Coral Vision CarPlay is developed and designed in Taiwan. Now the series become our main product. We made CarPlay portable, easy to install, and no disassembly requirement. In just 5 steps and 3 minutes, any car can have CarPlay, which is almost indistinguishable from a car bundled with CarPlay. From materials to functionality, Coral Vision CarPlay follows vehicle specifications, not 3CS. Therefore, it can be continually used in the car for a long time. This series of products have successively added and modified various functions. The latest version supports wireless connectivity for CarPlay, Android Auto, and the mirroring of iOS and Android. In order to meet the needs of motorcycle owners, a motorcycle version of CarPlay has also been developed, which is expected to be mass-produced in July. We work hard to make portable CarPlay suitable for a variety of customer requirements. For example, different installation methods, adding a driving recorder. Or taxis need to add functions such as taxi meters and printing receipts. We found the solutions for them and are almost done. So please contact us if you have any different ideas for portable CarPlay. Look forward to cooperation with you in the future.
Good morning from Hong Kong and welcome to Global Sources Live. My name is Tom and I am delighted to welcome you to a new installment of our supplier stories. Today's topic is must source electronics for the 2022 festive season. Now, of course, that is all to do with planning ahead, basically. The festive season, November through to December shopping peak time is some way away, but if you are in the sourcing business, you need to be making decisions now. If you've, anyone familiar with the buying process will know that consumer patterns change, numbers go up and down, but also the kind of profile of the products that are in demand changes over the course of the year. Not just products that are primarily seen as gifts, and indeed even not mostly gift products. So the question then we are answering today, hopefully, is what products are must-haves this year and which markets are driving demand in particular. So in other words, which promising opportunities can you be taking advantage of later on in Q4 2022. Now, this episode is produced in partnership with the Taiwan Electrical and Electronic Manufacturers Association. There we go, got through it, aka TEMA. And so we have 3 outstanding guests to answer that question for us today. We will be talking to Betty Liu from Aztec Technology, Andy Kong from Goodwill Instrument Company Limited, and Chen Yuansun, aka Young Chen, from Orient Development. So they'll be sharing their insights on how to stand out from the competition and some pitfalls to watch out for when you are trying to, leap onto a trend before it leaves the station, and things that might go wrong if you're not careful with latching on to those trends. However, of course, you may very well have specific questions or comments of your own. So as we are broadcasting, please do leave your questions in the comment space provided below or next to this video, and towards the end of the stream we'll take a look and see if we can help you out there. And of course, if you just want to say hello or say where you are watching this anywhere in the world, please feel free to do that as well. We always like to get some I don't know, some kind of interaction with the viewers. So yeah, that's a thing you can also be doing. Let me just check my running order here. All right, let's bring on then our third final, but by no means least guest, who is a young Chen from Orient Development. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Tom.
Hi, thank you for joining us. So I hope you're well this morning. And could you tell us a bit about your company, its products, and well, anything you think is important?
Yes, our company, Orient Development, has been a consumer electronic company since about almost 50 years ago, with import from Japan and mainly involved in consumer electronic. And in the last 10 years, we have more involved in the automotive components, and especially in the aftermarket infotainment systems. And lately, we since Apple has introduced their platform, a CarPlay platform, since 2014, we have been focused on the CarPlay and Android Auto market. And in light of the inflationary economy and also the red hot automotive components market we are experiencing right now, we now have a patented and the most efficient and easiest and the most price competitive way to upgrade current vehicles, like used cars and current cars, of their infotainment system. That means that for cars that don't have an update infotainment system like CarPlay or Android Auto, we provide a solution that they can instantly and economically upgrade their vehicles.
Yeah, fascinating. All right, well, I expect we might hear a bit more about that later on. So thank you very much. Yeah, let's get the discussion started then. So, I mean, first off, I think we want some predictions. So question one then is, and I will just drop that into the chat in case Betty can't hear me very well, which is, what will be the hottest selling products for your company later this year, and which markets are driving the demand for that? Okay, that's interesting. Young, how about for the automotive? Well, the automotive or other products from you?
Actually, we have a continuous momentum selling our product to the consumer market. And our portable CarPlay product, since the first generation product, what we call a classic CarPlay portable, the one that you saw on the video briefly, that product had been sold into the Costco in Taiwan and Shanghai, and now in the process of being introduced to Costco in Japan. And our ODM customer in the US is in the process of pushing it to Best Buy and also in Costco in the US. So we anticipate this year that there's a continuous momentum on that product. And also this year we are introducing a new product, what we call a CarPlay Pad, which is actually a different format of our portable CarPlay that will enhance the capability by allowing to use some apps that are previously or currently not accessible with the CarPlay and Android Auto market, because we do have customers that expressed concern, say they like the CarPlay and Android Auto, but they would like to process, they would like to be able to run the proprietary apps such as trucking or even entertainment apps that are currently not allowed on the CarPlay platform. And so our new product will enable that. So we do have a series of products, and if it's possible, I can post a roadmap, on the for anybody that is interested in to see what the product we will have in this year.
Yeah, okay. I mean, actually, that's a good time for me to mention. If you do want to contact Young about that roadmap or any of our guests, you can look at the links below this video and click those to go directly to their pages on globalsources.com and get, there's a little message box you can use to email them directly. So, Young, what are the major international markets for you? Well, you've mentioned in Taiwan and the Shanghai area for some stockists, but do you see other countries or regions being promising for you around?
Well, I think our product is the best recepted in the US and Japan, and now it's in also we are exploring our European market, mainly in England, and Germany. So we see that now we're getting more and more responses from the other markets because they see our product as the best and the most economic way to upgrade their vehicle. So we are even seeing that seeing demands from market like India and even South America.
All right. So yeah, interesting, promising, and relatively undeveloped markets, I guess, for this kind of quite, I mean, I say high end, maybe like a relatively high-end consumer product.
Well, actually, our product is the pricing is really not too high end.
Yes, that's why I didn't want to say high end. I sort of was making it sound like it's really expensive.
Oh,
so
no,
I hope
no.
you take
Our,
it in the
our
spirit it's intended.
retail price is about $300.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a perfect Christmas gift for someone who owns a car that you know.
Yes.
All right. So, well then, so this leads nicely to the second question I have then, which is, and let me just for the technical purposes, let me put this to, which is that if a buyer wants to take advantage of these trends, what is your advice? How can you get onto a trend, but also stand out from your competition? So let's throw it right back to Young then, since you were on a bit of a roll. What do you think about this? So if, for example, if someone's getting into the CarPlay pack, I think you said, how can they, or similar products, to be fair,
First of all,
how can they get in on this but still kind of have an edge?
Yeah, since we actually invented the portable CarPlay, we have a patent for it, so the market is well protected, and our customers things just like testing out all the new product that not previously not existed. What they all did is they use the most and easiest approach is they buy some of our sample product and they just go ahead and put it on channels like Amazon. And as soon as they found out that they can generate about almost 200% of gross margin, and selling direct to end user and make it an instant, profitable and just like you mentioned, a Christmas-like product, and the next step, what they do is they'll just approach us for OEM options, and we are able to OEM the product for them in a very short amount of time, and with a very low MOQ, which is like only 1,000 pieces at a time. We have been able to establish our market, overseas, in the U.S., Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and England. So that's what we have been doing. And well, it has its drawback because it's a creatively new product, so it takes some understanding.
Right, you've got to educate the
Yes,
retail customer, right, to persuade them
that's
they want
why
this thing.
we have influencers from over 20 different influencers from over like 10 different countries, countries even from Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, all the people writing, doing review for our product so they can educate our customer that way. And if you go to our website, you can see the video from all the influencers in different languages.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So in a way, I suppose the tip there is literally have a product that nobody else has. Now, are there
Yes.
potential dangers that people should watch out for? If they see a product is going to be popular, is expected to sell well, and so of course they think, oh, I should get that. But do you see any pitfalls, and how can people avoid them? Young, for you, what do you see as potential problems with hopping onto a trend?
Well, I mean, portable CarPlay, as we say, that is some product that we have invented and patented. And of course, just like any hot selling product, there are imitators and there are people who are not afraid that you take legal action against them. I mean, there's always copycats, and so we experience some people that imitated and copy our product even illegally, and on the market already. And the pitfall is to avoid those products because, the original argument that we have is create a automotive replacement of a product. So all the components we use are automotive grade, starting from the screen, CPU, and all the passive active components. And our product can pass environmental testing from negative 20 degrees to up to 80 degrees Celsius. I mean, that's very same product, very same component, very same quality that you will demand out of your, let's say, Toyota or Nissan or Cadillac, but that is not what our imitators do. So they use consumer grade product to imitate our product. And, they may look cheap, but, after you use it for 6 months or expose it to a sun for 3 or 4 months, and the product will fail. So that is the pitfall, I should say, if for the people who are less informed and they don't know about the quality of being built or to buy a product that is automotive grade. And the key thing that we do and the product that we produce is automotive grade. And that is the thing that you should avoid.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't go for the cheaper off-brand car, as you say. So why would you do that with the thing in it?
The
Well, you
issue
might, but
is
rather,
the issue,
not
Tom,
automotive
is our
quality.
product is a new brand. So brand may not be the issue, but it's a component that's being used.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, it might be tempting for a buyer to think, oh, well, these guys will give me basically the
Yes.
same thing and it's cheaper. But in the longer term, a customer that, a retail customer that buys your less good product, they're not going to come back and buy the upgraded version
Well,
of yours
unfortunately,
in the future.
a lot of time people have to learn it in the hard way. I mean, like, first of all, talking about my wife, they say when she spent $2,000 buying an LV bag, and they say, look at it, it's selling Alibaba for what, $20, the same bag? I mean, you can't say you have no argument for that. I mean, yes.
Yeah, let's not get into buying bags. That's a whole different. We can talk about that afterwards. But all right, let's see. Betty's typed an answer for us. So while that was going on, just because of the audio problems, let me see if I can do it justice. I hope. So using the electrostatic machine, can't use the. What is I think this one is for Young. What is an automotive grade feature, and can an ordinary consumer look for a label or a sticker on a product to check its quality? That is a good question. Young.
Well, actually, our product passed RoHS and FCC, CE, and even for the Japan, we passed the TELEC certification. But unfortunately, those certifications are mainly for safety, and specification wise, just like, when you buy a car, I mean, no car manufacturer is going to manufacture their car using non-automotive grade components, because a car you expect to be able to drive the car for at least 10, 20 years. So the component that is being used, is automotive grade. Just like, if you ask the military, they have to use the military grade components, which is even higher than automotive grade. And unfortunately, there's no certification yet say that what label or what certification defines automotive grade, or just like FCC or CE, which is consumer oriented. certifications. So it's up to the manufacturers to say, because my product will have to last for at least 10 years, or I have to use a 10-year or more lasting component grade, and that's what our idea is when we build the portable product like this. Portable product is more like P&D, personal navigational devices. Those products like you see on the market, those portable GPSs, because they had to build it cheap, so they use consumer grade product to build it. So as a result, those products probably last you at the most a year or two. And that is not the philosophy when we build our product. So we are the only, should I say, portable or a P&D product that use automotive grade, even though we are not in a building automotive market, because we know our brand, just like our company, have to last more than, let's say, 20 years. So that's a distinguished feature that our product, and I'm happy that you noticed that, because that really set us apart from all the P&D product.
All right, thank you. An impassioned response from Young there. So thank you for the question, Melanie, as well. Finally, we do have one more. Hello from. Oh, sorry, I just clicked the wrong thing. Hello from Brazil. Danielle Souza writes, "Hi from Brazil. Great presentation and advice. Couldn't have said it better myself. My thanks to Betty, Young, and Andy for participating today. I really appreciate your time and your expertise. And who else I appreciate? I appreciate you, the viewer. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you'll join us again for future live streams. But until that happy day, thank you for watching, and goodbye."
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, audience. Sorry for my audience problem, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you need a